Anti-Afro Svengalis. Listen, folks, when you are facing prison time in the federal penitentiary, when you are facing a 9-count federal indictment, a support system is essential. Which brings me to the question, what happened to King Kong Crazy? And I'm saying the actual name rather than the nickname, in case there's any confusion about who I'm talking about. What happened to LaQuintus Holbert? Where did he go? LaQuintus, King Kong Crazy, and Dumpsy D.Derell became fast friends. They were mortal enemies at one time. For the longest time, Dumpsy would constantly harass KKC over the fact that at that time he wasn't publicly attacking me and Rev G. But he was harassed relentlessly and caved, in addition to the other crap he was doing. But they became fast friends, bosom buddies. They were inseparable, visiting each other's pages, giving each other money, and poof, KKC gone. Now, last week I had mentioned that it had been 2 months since he had posted content on his page. Then all of a sudden, some other videos were posted on the page that said a month ago. He has not posted anything on the community wall in 2 months. He was posting essentially every day on the community wall. All of a sudden, nothing for 2 months straight. Go look yourself. I always said if he ever wasn't heard from, he literally was not able to communicate. And I don't know what the hell happened. It wouldn't be surprised if he had some health episode because of his consumption of alcohol in excess. That's very obvious. You cannot consume an inordinate amount of alcohol with a traumatic brain injury without it eventually catching up to you. Everyone is an individual, but you can't use alcohol. It's going to interact with your other medications. And yes, in all likelihood, people with traumatic brain injuries are on medication, typically anti-seizure medication. So if you're taking anti-seizure medication and you're drinking alcohol and you're coming online screaming and hollering and ranting and raving, it takes its toll. But it's interesting how he is not available. Now, I haven't checked prison or jail registries. I haven't gone that far. But he is not even in other chats. People have told me, because they were telling me before when he was showing up in other chats, when he had Siobhan Lene on his channel, he was talking all kinds of shit about us. I meant to address that with her. I was going to give it some time. Maybe she knows. But it's very bizarre as Dempsey is going through this trying time that his friend is not available, King Kong Crazy, to provide him with support. He's facing a 9-count indictment. Can't you count on your friends for anything? So there are 2 questions. Where did KKC go and why? Before he went MIA, the word around town is that he was bragging about he was the king of the Umar Johnson sector. And now we got this, and now we got that, and we doing this, and he was as happy as a lark getting all that money. So he claimed, and then he got demonetized, which I'm not crying about. He should be demonetized. I don't know the reason why he got demonetized. Was he so humiliated that he got demonetized that he just couldn't bear showing his face anywhere, even coming up on a panel or typing a community post for 2 whole months? Obviously, he was put to shame because Lennon Honor is apparently doing very well in his live streams. And this is what King Kong Crazy always wanted. So it's even more humiliating. But to go 2 whole months without posting anything on the community wall, it is suspicious. If he's been impacted to the point where he can't talk or write, it's understandable. But I'm speculating. I can speculate all day, every day, as long as it has some truth based on, as long as it's based on some rational truth. We know he drinks like a fish. We know he has a TBI, and that can cause serious problems. Who knows? But Dempsey D.Derell needs King Kong Crazy. Hopefully they've caught up with each other behind the scenes. I wouldn't think so. They wanted to put on a show here on YouTube, which we don't even give a shit about. I'm only focusing on the fact because they became thick as thieves, trying to target me and my friends for no reason. And now both appear to be down. We'll have to figure out somehow, some way, we will get the answer. I'm quite sure someday. But for now, stay tuned because I got more I'm going to be posting on this 9-count federal indictment that was handed down to Dempsey, D.Derell, Dempsey Spears. We're going to see where it leads. Trust me on that one. Buyer beware.